And I thought, she probably will go that way.
When an artist goes on stage at the Royal Albert Hall, you know you're not going to be there very often. So if you have the confidence in your talent, and that's what it's all about, it is a foolish person that doesn't seize the opportunity and say, hang on a minute, I need as many people to see this as possible, and it can only do me good.
I invited some record companies to come along to the Royal Albert Hall to see if maybe I could have a single out. I never thought of an album. So all these things were going through my head.
Record companies in the UK, they're not stupid. They realise Martine, she's a big celebrity now. She can act, she can sing, and to realise she can sell records as well.
With a soap, you're trying to cast people who are unknown, who become the character. And if they become bigger than the character, then you can't believe in the character anymore. And I felt that was starting to happen with Martine's Tiffany. But I just thought, she's coming to the end of her character. She's going to want to do her next thing. I didn't know what it was going to be, but I did think her days were numbered.
The Albert Hall performance was a priceless boost to Martine's dream of becoming a singer. The music industry loves the combination of soap and pop, a tabloid double whammy that almost always spells a guaranteed hit record. In this case, the soap star wasn't just charming, but could actually sing, which made the inevitable record company bidding war hotter than ever. Martine couldn't see any problem requesting a break from EastEnders to record a record. After all, other stars had enjoyed similar sabbaticals. So she was stunned when she became the first sacrificial lamb to the new regime's clampdown.
I said, listen, people have been having drug problems, nervous breakdowns, breakups in relationships, and God knows what going on in the press. I said, but obviously, I'm quite tired, and I'd also like to sort of do something else. They say a change is as good as a rest, and I wondered if maybe I could have a couple of months out. And they said, well, we're not quite sure what your storyline's going to be. So obviously I'm thinking, well, that's going to be less episodes, and maybe it's going to be less money, and is it worth me, maybe quitting while I'm ahead to go and do something that I truly want to do? I said, so what do you think, what do you think is going to happen then with me? And they said, well, we really don't know, but we don't want you to have the time off.
But it's all adding up in your mind to a sense of they're not really valuing you in the way that perhaps the popularity of your character deserved.
Yeah, and maybe just fairness. I'm a bit of a stickler when it comes to fairness, and I just thought, why is it one rule for so many other people, and then it comes to that rule, working for me, and you don't want to do that.
The minute an actor says they want to go, or they're coming to the end of their character, all the eyes of the writers light up. And, as the head of drama series at the time, that's your job also, to, to put the black cap on or not, and to give them the authority to kill a character or not.
With a definite no to time off, Martine's position on the soap became precarious. She had no idea what was coming next, but the rumour mill had already started.
Whilst tabloids can sometimes play a little bit fast and loose with the facts, when it's about soap operas, when it's about popular television programmes, you better believe it. There is a very close working relationship between these programmes and the popular newspapers.
You're having these discussions with them, and then you're driving in your car.
I was in a little Vauxhall Tigra, I loved, and I was driving along towards Elstree, and my cassette popped out of the stereo.
Heart FM.
Yeah.
John O'Coleman.
Yeah, when he was doing the breakfast show.
I'm absolutely incensed. This is unbelievable. If you've seen the Ooh Ah Daily Star front page, Tiff the Stiff, EastEnders murder.
I just pulled over into the hard shoulder and just sat there.
This is a leak from the BBC. Take the day off work, take the day off school. We should march to Elstree.
I just sat there and went, oh my God.
How did you feel?
Just shell-shocked. My life as I knew it was just cut short.
Were you in tears over it?
No, I wasn't in tears over it. I was just felt frozen.
There's cars zooming past.
Yeah.
You're sitting there.
Yeah.
Having just heard you've been killed.
Yes. I was going to be.
Yes.
I was awaiting my death.
I mean, it's quite final, isn't it?
Well, I didn't know if there was any truth in it. And I thought, well, before you get petrified, Martine, don't panic. Make sure this is true first.
As soon as I said, OK, we're going to do this storyline, and I authorised it, the next sentence you always say is, the actor must be the first person to know. But the problem is that there's an awful lot of people involved in that decision, because they're huge organisations, soaps, and they're the leakiest places, and particularly EastEnders.
The information was supposedly leaked to the press. I think nonsense. You know, it's a big corporation. You can control what you want to control.
In my early days, I remember going to various railway stations in London, meeting cast members who turned